I don't know how many free readings I'm going to do today. I think I'm trying to save some of my energy. Can you guys hear me okay? Say hi if you can hear me, or let me know anyway. If you don't know me, my name is Sher. I'm an intuitive, and welcome to the chat. Thank you guys for the likes. Let's just light a little Palo Santo here. It's been a lovely day. I hope you guys are doing okay. I lost Iris. Where's Iris? Iris will be coming too. I'm just lighting a little Palo Santo, clearing the air. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. No, I'm not Mr. Rogers. I'm silly today. Um, Welcome. If you don't know me, I receive messages from Source. Um, and I am just a conduit. That's all I am. I just give messages to people, not to fix your problems, not to solve your life, but to give you clarity in the universe. Um, and so, clarity is a good thing. Hi, Iris. How are you? Good to see you. I'm bumming today. I apologize. If you hear water in the background, it's my ice maker. I apologize for the noise. Uh, if you don't know me, welcome to the chat. Please like, share, subscribe. Uh, Iris, I may just only read for donations today because I'm trying to conserve some of my energy. I really depleted myself. And but I do want to get on here and talk about some vibrations. Can you hear me okay, Iris? Mm, hopefully. And somebody let me know if you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, and I want to talk about our vibrational energy this evening. And if somebody donates, we'll do a read. Hi, Cretex. I just, I wanted to come and support the chat, and it's great to see all of you. I slept a lot today. I was really, really tired. I'm finally figuring out that all the energy that I put out for readings takes a toll body wise. So I'm working on grounding that. So if you know how to ground or have grounding recommendations, please don't tell me somebody's shoulder hurts. My friend is trying to get me to watch this trial for some kind of serial for somebody that might, it's a court trial. Anyway, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. You can't make me. So today, if you're out there and you're feeling like things aren't going right in your world, and we all have those moments. Number one, it's great to see all you guys. What number one? What are you? What is affecting your energy? What are you letting move in your space? What is it that you are letting? I feel like some of you may have lost your power. So what are you letting take your energy away? Are you so focused on what you're gonna do in the future? Or are you focused on other people's issues? Are you focused on fixing something that's not even your problem? That happens, right? Um, and Hi, love. It's great to see you. And so we have to be very conscious of where we're putting our energy. Hi, Phantom. Nice to see you. Where are we putting our energy, and what are we doing um, in our daily vibration? Are we so focused on the past that we're not living in the present? That's a question some of you need to address. Good to see you, Phantom Punk. I'm only doing readings tonight by donations, guys. Just I'm trying to conserve my energy, but I wanted to come and hang out with the chat, and um, I want to ask some questions. Um, I'm on this. We're all on this adventure, right? So we're all trying to figure out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We're all trying to figure out, what we're doing, if our path is right, things like that. And some of you I want to know is like when you first started, I think there are a lot of you that have had this awakening or ascension. And when you first started on that path, or when you realized you were on that path, number one, did you think you were losing your mind? You know, did you want to run to like your nearest counselor and go, what's going on here? I want to know that. Also, number two, did you figure out a way to handle the energies involved in it and ways to guard and protect yourself? I'm asking these questions because there's a lot of you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like there are a lot of you that I think are more enlightened or more tapped in. Yeah, I agree. And things they get harder. You go from, in my case, you go from being technically alone by yourself to um thinking, what was that? What did I just think? What did I do? It's hi Chandra. We're talking about our energy and awakening and stuff tonight. I'm only doing readings for donations tonight. I'm just trying to conserve some of my energy. Also, like, are you in a relationship or something that's like pulling your energy down? Are you to the point where you're just like, when they ring the doorbell, do you just cringe? If somebody rings your doorbell and you cringe, guys, that is not a relationship you should be in, okay? There are boundaries. Are you setting boundaries? Is everybody in your life coming at you? Are they all wanting a piece of your energy and your time? Hi, darling Lisa. Are they all just so focused on what you can do for them and how you can build them up? And there's nothing wrong. We are one of the main focuses, or my main purpose in life is to share peace and love. We should all share peace and love. However, we are still allowed to have boundaries. We're still allowed to leave our phone in the living room at night and not take it into our peaceful domain of sleeping. We're still allowed to not jump out of bed and look at the phone first thing. We're allowed to have a coffee in nature if you don't have high blood pressure. If you do, you got to do like decaf. That sucks. Okay, so we still have um, freedom is like a really huge thing in our energy here. And the reason I think so many people, and if this is boring, guys, let me know and we'll shut it down. But I think so many people are not aware of all the freedoms that they have on a day to day basis. You have the freedom to be happy. You have the freedom to say no, the freedom to set boundaries, the freedom to not have somebody in your energy who is sucking you dry, you know? So you have to remember in your day to day walks that boundaries should be in place. It's also good to pull back away from the world sometimes. I think a lot of us, I think this is kind of like a part reading, part class thing, guys. A lot of us have a lot of places that we put our energy on a day to day basis. And when we don't think about the things that are pulling, nice. I bet it has. We don't. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, Cash and Cowboy, you're right up there with me. I thought, little tiny things started happening in life. And let me know with you guys if the same thing happened. Tiny, small things started happening that were like out of the ordinary. Like, I don't know, I'd be walking through a store and then I'd see a sign that would say, "You're loved." And I'd be like, "You are loved? Is that for me?" And yes, it was for me. And, the phone would ring and I would know who it was. Or somebody would talk to me and I could hear their brain and I could hear their words. Yes, and also, I don't even, I mean, I need to study Kundalini Awakening. I mean, I know it's the fire coming up, but here's my thing. I mean, how many of you have had that? And what was profound about that that spoke out to you? Hi, Tanya. We're not doing questions tonight except for donations. Iris, will you let people know that in the chat as they come in if they have a question, please? I want to know if you've had a Kundalini awakening like with you, love. Did you feel fire come up your spine? Because that to me, that's kind of, hi, Tanya. Nice to have you, though. Welcome. And Raymond, lovely to see you. Um, did you feel the fire? Did you all of a sudden feel an alignment? Did you hear voices? Did you think weird thoughts? Like for me, I remember holding a towel one day, thinking, "Well, it's okay. Okay, that's cool. I like that." I was holding a towel one day, and I was like, the first thought that came to me was like, I can live without that towel. Later that day, I was on a bike and it fell over and oil poured all over the towel. So sometimes, and feel free to answer this, guys. Sometimes when you are having this awakening and or ascension, um, are you, um, you know, to me, it messed me up, honestly. To me, I was like, am I losing my mind? Do I need to go check into a psych ward? You know? And no, and I totally understand. Yeah, what happened in this Kundalini awakening? If you guys are bored, I apologize. Sometimes, like, okay, I didn't, let's talk about the clairs. I do want to hear what you have to say about the Kundalini awakening. How many of you out there? Wow. Okay, that's so weird when you're in danger. Yeah, I do agree that. Hi, High Priestess. Nice to see you. Oh, mine was my mother. I got the message about my mom gonna pass away in 48 hours. Yeah, people, okay, so here's the thing. You're not crazy. What you're doing is you've shifted. Oh, I guess this is spiritual talk. Oh, nice. High Priestess, we're not doing readings tonight except for donation, or if you want to book a reading on my website, it's actually the same as my YouTube channel. And my email is sherpeaceandlove@gmail.com. So I'm pretty easy to find. But here's the thing. So, I mean, I don't know if I've had a Kundalini awakening. I mean, I talk to God. God talks to me. God talks to you through me. Everything I predicted happened is. Oh, oh. Uh, Whatever you want, High Priestess, and just come back and tell me you have, and then I'll read for you. We'll take like little miniature breaks. This is the first time I've ever done this way. The only thing I ask is that you not ask me a question about a particular person or energy. I will only read your energy, and well, God will only read your energy, and the messages that come through are just the messages that come through. Yes, with my whole heart, I believe in God. Do I think that you have to be in a building on Sunday morning to walk with God? No, I think that we all walk our own path. They're private, personal paths. Oh, cool. And I think that it's personal, that you don't have to share your path with anybody unless you want to. And I think that's not a bad thing. So, um, thank you. I appreciate that, High Priestess. Do you have a question? And thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love the fact that Iris is in the house, feeling better. Probably we'll even talk about food today. Forgive me. I have a Fraser chair. This is my Fraser chair. My Fraser chair is I've it's beat up, but I love it and it's comfortable and it leans to one side. The only thing don't have it on it is the duct tape. Yeah, and that'll probably happen. All right, High Priestess. Before we start for High Priestess, and I am going to come back, guys, and keep reading in between, and let's talk about the things that are affecting us, like also like those of you that have had the awakening innocence. Wow, I love. Let us know how the session with the shamanic practitioner went. I've been told many things. One of the things I've been told is to well, I have all the clairs. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I've got to read all your emails. I love getting emails from you, love. It's so cool. Okay, so bear with me. I have okay, so I have all of the clairs. I didn't know I had all the clairs. Nobody ever told me, but I would get messages. Sometimes I'll see a picture. Sometimes I'll hear a voice like, "Put your seatbelt on. You're fixing to be in a wreck." Things like that. Okay, let me see what we have. I'm going to read here for the high priestess, but I am coming back to this. Feel free to feel free to hang out, but I will come back and we will talk more about this. I'm just gonna. It doesn't take me very long. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Wow, that's so cool. See, because I don't really see the only what you would call spirit or guide. I don't ever see him in person. I saw hippie guy guru in person when he when he showed up in my shower. And that was it was quite it's very surprising but interesting. All right, let me see what we have here. I'm going to do this read real quick here for the high priestess. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I want to just read over the question again. I want to know what's okay. All right, let me pray and I'll get started here. Yes, all the clairs are the truth. Wow, thank you for that confirmation. Thank you, love. I need to do some research on it. I'm also going to be doing research on tantric. Okay, uh, give me guys, give me just a second here. Iris, I almost blocked you accidentally. I also want to let me focus on this for our high priestess. Okay, yeah, I do get very amped up. Okay, messages for high priestess at this time, career, what's coming, things like that. All right, messages for high priestess. You got a book. Okay. Wow. Okay, you have an interesting message, high priestess. Okay, let me start here and we may go further. First of all, your first card that fell out is the core creation. So you're definitely connected. Look at this picture. It's very how's Broadway do it? It's very beautiful. It tells me that you're extremely connected and extremely tapped in. The next thing that fell out is Rim Bridger. You tell people, I mean, I know you have the name High Priestess, but like I feel like you have this thing where you connect the dots for people, and when you connect those dots, they see the picture that they couldn't see. Like, okay, you have a conversation with somebody, and you've heard them. They've been whining and complaining. You have a conversation with them, and 10 minutes later, they're like at peace. They know the direction they're heading. They have more clarity. There's a smile on their face. Wow, that's very interesting. You are. I feel like animals and all of nature is attracted to you. It should be your high priestess, right? And you, whatever this, you've moved into calmer waters. There's a lot of personal growth here, like a lot of personal growth, and everything about you transitioned, and there was a lot of progress. I feel like there might have even, I never heard this before in a reading. Maybe some astral travel. I've never heard astral travel before in my life. Like maybe you were able to have out of body experiences. Wow, that's really intense. I I don't think I do that, or if I do, I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, there was. But here's the thing that you're being told. It won't tell you a definitive job, but it will tell you that whatever you're moving into is going to have moderation, balance, and it's going to be very healing for your soul. I think it's going to be healing for a lot of other people. Okay, because like you're going to do the job, but part of the job is you have a very strict moral code. If somebody tells you something, um, um, you you're never going to violate it. Like you would take it to the grave. And I feel like whatever it is that you're going to do, you're going to provide a service, but you're also providing it's like a moral uplifting. It's like a compassion and understanding. It's like before you meet a person or when you meet a person, you can feel their energy. And for some reason, you have the ability to tailor confirmation, tailor, hi, Heart Trust, tailor what they need, and through God, through source energy, you give them those things. Okay, I do see, as far as a career coming in, there's going to be a lot of choices. Okay, a lot of choices. It's the 7 of Cups upside down. It's like so many choices, you don't really know what you need to be or want to be, and you're going to set back and you're going to recenter yourself, and at that point, that's when you need to make a choice. Now, here's the thing about making a choice. They don't want you to be stagnant. When these choices come in, the message here is to truly pay attention. Uh, Pay attention to your stagnicity. They don't want you to be stuck and not able to move. There's a thing here where like sometimes you get stuck in your head or fear in your head. Anything else for High Priestess at this time? Okay, you have a lot of competition, or you can have a lot of competition around you, but it's more like people vie to be in your energy. I feel like there's people that just want to be in your energy, and whatever. The biggest message coming through here is you're going to have victory in whatever it is. You're going to be spirit led in the direction that you're supposed to go. Okay, there is something here. This is victory. There's like, okay, there's no wrong choice, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and give me a minute. I want to see what else comes out. This is a great read, by the way. Very profound. I gotta put one more. This is really cool. You're gonna like this. Okay. Um, no, but and here's my thing. Even if they want your attention, I think it's more healthcare. It feels more healthcare, but let me pull one more card for you, High Priestess. Messages for High Priestess. I know what those mean, but okay. It is healthcare. Wow. Hi, Robin. um, they're curious about you because you have a really high vibrational energy. But I just pulled three more cards, and I can feel it. I'm scratching my head. Usually, when somebody, but here's the thing: you have an ability to rein your energy in. That's really a protection thing for you. Like I feel like all these things are coming at you, and then you're like, you bring yourself into a place of quiet or centeredness. This is important for others of you out there to hear this. This will be helpful in your high vibrational walk life. Um, you bring yourself to that piece of quiet and connectedness, and then you're able to release those energies that have like basically hit you like a wave at the beach is what I'm hearing. Okay, the reason everything is so crazy for you is because you're a manifester. Like the magician fell out. Okay, there you go. Manifester. Not only are you a manifester, you have crazy unique gifts. Most people don't even realize. And you know what your gifts are because you can feel them. Okay, because and the reason, last but not least, High Priestess, the reason, and I don't know what you donate or anything. If you have a problem, reach out to me. But this is a pretty profound reading here. The reason I feel like you are going to go into healthcare because what you show up as is you show up as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and the first word I hear is nurturing. Nurses nurture. And the first thing I heard when this card came over that it was healthcare. You're very practical in nature. You have a you have a lot of abundance in your life. The reason you're being told these things is they want to give you confirmation of the direction to go. The abundance in your life is not just monetary abundance. This is abundance of gratitude, abundance of love, abundance of people around you, caring, okay? And you are we'll skip that one, but well, you're you have your uh okay, yes, these are going to definitely reflect your work. You have a lot of generosity about you, but it's not just that's okay because I saw medical, so it what I heard was medical. I assumed it was a nurse. That's my bad. But nurturing you because I feel like you also help people in the aspect of like putting them on the right path. Okay, yeah, I do feel like that. I want you to read this card, and I feel like and you're gonna be guided. And also I feel like you're a little mangled sometimes, that you feel a little worn out. And they're saying, would you please be kinder to yourself? Will you please take better care of yourself and allow yourself to get some rest from the day to day aspects of living? That's what I have for you. Um, um, I don't know. Let me pull a card and see. Cause you okay. Okay, so we had the card in stagnation. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to pivot. We did. You're supposed to pivot. You have to push yourself. I don't think that you found exactly what you're looking for yet. And wow, okay, wow. Hold on. Okay, not anything hokey, but I don't usually get headaches. Do you get headaches? Because I have a headache, and I'm just wondering if that's like it usually isn't me. So I have a headache. That's really weird. You have to push yourself, but you haven't found what you're looking for yet. It will come in. Yeah, you're gonna step through some kind of door. This is the card that was the last one that did not get picked up. Okay, and also you need to pull back because your focus is on you're hanging on to it, hanging on to the outcome so hard, High Priestess, that you nothing can come in. You have to stop searching. You have to just you need to reach a place of peace, like to get right with your high consciousness, and your higher connection. Guys, don't beat me up on the words, and really ask. Ask that connection to show you your true heart. But back away from everything first, because you're pushing yourself and, like, I feel like stressing yourself out. And this is actually a gift from the universe. This is not this is not bad. This is a gift. Most people don't have a lot of options. Most people can't even get a job. But here's the thing, you can. You have options. The universe is going like, well, good, done and faithful, well done, good and faithful servant. You have served me well. I want to move you up in your position in life. Because you see, I feel like you could see the heartbreak below and the grief and the loss. And you're meant to help people in that aspect, get some clarity. And it's like I hear real life decisions. You help people make real life decisions and gain clarity, and you're very good at your job. The stagnation that you feel is within you. You need to do some things to bring yourself up vibrationally. Take walks in nature, drink water, take vitamins. You're not getting enough rest. You need to turn your brain off, even if you just go sit by a tree somewhere. that they want you to, like, even find a new hobby or something that when you sit down to do it, it would take the focus off of all of the other activities and let your brain get turned off. Okay, that's what I have for you, High Priestess. You're walking in light and love, and you have a purpose and a mission. I do think it is in the healthcare industry. You're very nurturing in nature, and the reason everybody wants to be around you is because you are so loved and you bring a lot to the table. That's what I have for you. I hope it helps. And thank you for the donation. Okay, let's go back to our conversation. I am going to light my Palo Santo because I like lighting it. And it smells good. um, and it clears the air. We just had it feels like kind of an intense reading. Uh, Thank you, High Priestess. I appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, let's clear our air here. Okay, so I want to go back and read a few of these notes. I saw Love wrote something right when I was getting in the beginning. Hi, Robin. Nice to have you here. Let's see. Hi, Cookie Victoria. Great to see you. Reading here. Okay. Okay. Each person. Yeah. Wow. Strange electrical shock. Wow, that's cool. I've had strange electrical shocks lately, like in the top of my feet. I have neuropathy, so it's not unusual, but recently they've really gotten my attention. Okay, if you're new here in our chat, thank you for just being here. Oh, guys, we're under 1,000 hours to be monetized or whatever. But here's my thing. I was told I can't hang on to the outcome. My nose source is here for sure. I can't hang on to that outcome. 7-7. Um, Today I did look at the stats, and at one point it was like 2,444, and I asked the angel meaning number of that, and it was like, job well done, stepping into balance and stuff like that. And I often have to remind myself here. It's it's easy to get tied up in the numbers and hi, Chanel. Yes, I love that. I did feel it. I do feel you. Your energy is a lot, High Priestess. Hi, Chanel, and hi, and thank you, Cowboy Raymond. Sorry, Raymond. I always want to call you Cowboy. And now we're at 8-8. It's like we're all interconnected here, guys. Okay, so I mean, cause and I have dreams, and I get messages in so many different ways that I don't even I don't have a set. This is gonna sound weird. Clear anticipation of how I'll receive a message. I can just be sitting in a chair in my living room, or like the day I got the message about my mom on the couch in my living room, of all things, drinking screwdrivers, blitzed out of my mind. And in the middle of all that, God said, "You got 48 hours. Your mom's going to die." And yeah. So if you think you're not getting messages from God, you probably are. Especially you, Chanel. I love you too. Okay, so those little feelings, those little thoughts, that little moment of hesitation when you think you forgot to turn something off, which my neighbors did today. Nothing burnt down, thank God. All of those things mean something. When you have a meeting, let's say, yeah, and don't pay attention to male, female, but let's say you have a date and the person's perfect and they're saying all the things you want to hear. What are you not hearing? What is it that they're so busy pointing out how great they are or whatever they can do, that they're hiding something? What is it they're hiding? And if you have that feeling, and it's real bad, remove yourself from the situation. Source, the Most High, the Holy Spirit protects you in your daily walk to walk. There's a reason you get those messages. I think I'm now channeling information because I tapped in with the priestess, the high priestess, with her reading, and I think it's just starting to continue, but not. It's not her reading. It's just information in general. Um, Also, when is the last time that you guys looked up and um, I woke up this morning to squirrels? Yes. I woke up and I looked up and I saw light. Guys, if you are living in darkness in your house, let the light in. Let the fresh air in. Let the sunshine in. Uh, Play some music. Your house can often be a vibration or a reflection of what you are. I strive for peace. I hope it works. Here's the thing: if it's dark and depressing and stagnant, or there's stuff piled up everywhere and you can't think and you're not comfortable, look at your energy. Look at what's taking your energy. Is it your home? Is your home so messed up? Do you need to make some adjustments? We still have our day to day living. Good Lord, it sounds like something just flew over here, helicopter or something. We still have our day to day living, but we still have our spiritual, holistic journey. And if you've had an awakening or an ascension, you're in two worlds. How many of you, answer this for me if you can, how many of you were in two different worlds when you had your awakening or your ascension? Like the world that you didn't know what the hell was going on, honestly. I hope I can say that on YouTube. Or in the world where your day-to-day life was still going on. Okay, yeah, see, cowboy, same thing. You know, my day-to-day life was still going on. I still had to pay the bills. I still had to get up and go to work or whatever it was I needed to do. But at the same time, I'm like, what was that? Yes, it's like, what was that? Did I just hear that? Is this my imagination? Can I really feel the way that person feels about me? Even though they're saying, good evening, Cecilia, welcome. Thank you, Robin, for the input. Nice to have you here. You know, don't second guess yourself when it comes to a spiritual awakening or any kind of awakening, honestly. Always pray for peace and protection. And one of the things I am realizing is uh, there are forces of evil in the world. I'm not promoting them. I don't want to put them out there. I don't, I certainly try not to give that any attention. How do we overcome the darkness? We become the light. We are the light. We're what makes the difference. Our choices every day make a difference. And we have to care enough about ourselves. We have to love ourselves. We have to be, I'm important, I matter, you know? And when we do that, when we finally go, hey, the dark side is real, I believe that. When we finally go, hey, you know, I matter. This doesn't belong in my life. This belongs in my life. Love belongs in my life. My peace is important. If something is taking your peace in your life, or you have to think about how you want to act around someone, then you are not comfortable in that space. Oh, thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. You're not comfortable in that energy, in that space. The universe, God, the omnipotent, is trying to tell you something. If you have a nagging feeling in the back of your mind and you push past it and ignore it, I have done that. I know you all have. What happens? Chaos, tower moments, craziness. But you knew better. Your ego knew better. But if you had just released it and listened to the voice within, the connection, then what would have happened? Most of the times it would have been a hell of a lot easier. Okay? So, I mean, think about those things in your daily walk. Oh, by the way, Raymond, I have a new job for you. Sure. Myself, and I'm an intuitive, but I live life. I live my life, and I'm encouraging you to live your life every day, anytime you wake up, whatever. Life is good. Yes, life is good, and live the life. Okay, so. Um, Yes, me, myself, and I. Well, Crushing Cowboy, I have now entered a new, hi, lovely day. Hi, Freaky Jay. I've entered a new phase. There is a new, I've joined a new contest, and in 4 days, guess what? I'm going to need your votes. Okay, so I have now joined. Please do not laugh. I am old. I am 60. I know you. I was right. I need a bell for this. I don't even have a bell anymore. Please donate so I can buy a bell. Sarah needs her bell back. One minute. Well, thank you. Okay. Yes. Time for a new bell. Yes. Thank you, Iris. I appreciate that. Yeah, today we're just 11:11. Okay, so this is important. We've had 7:7, 8:8, 11:11, and now the number 12:11. I don't place a lot of stock in numbers, but I will tell you. Let's see, my mom is. Yes, you have to be young in spirit. I will tell you that in 12:12, there's something here about a synchronicity coming together with the universe. It's somebody, I don't know who this message is for. Um, Numbers are real, Cowboy. I totally agree with it. Okay. But there's something here about synchronicity of coming together with something or someone to make something work. It's in business. It doesn't feel like a relationship. That's a message for someone. Okay, so I have joined the Get Inked contest. Okay, not a problem. So what is the Get Inked contest? I get a tattoo if I win, and $25,000. And I probably would love to have a tattoo. I'll tell you my thoughts here, and I'll need all of your support and votes, please. But the $25,000 would let me create a place. What is it? Where you don't make money off of it, charity free or something, and help people. Darn, you know. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like help people that are abused or in bad spots. A lot of times, and no nonprofit. Thank you, thank you. Let's bring that for a second there. Yeah, for people that are in abusive situations, notwithstanding whatever sex you is, are you can everybody can be abused in any way, shape, or form. And our world should be love and peace and serenity and kindness. And if we can just all make a difference, and you don't have to do money, you can just do service. If you just, in your day to day passings, because everybody's so stressed out and so angry and so pushed to the max, in your day to day passings, if you see somebody like that, and they're behind you and you can just see them wanting to run to the cash register, let them. Tell them a funny joke, something. Iris told me a funny joke. Iris has no pain tolerance. Sorry, I had to share it. And do think about those things. If you're living in the moment and really focus on what is right in front of you. Yes, absolutely, golly. And we can all do this. It doesn't matter. uh, okay, I am dying laughing here. I don't know. Okay, I'm dying laughing. I apologize. But I just read Crushing Cowboys Raymond's note, and it says, I'm sorry, cashiers. Please forgive me. Talk about some energy. Raymond, what are you thinking? My head is itching. Okay. Raymond said, cashiers are easy target for love bombs. Okay, well, I've got one. And Lyft and Uber drivers, forgive me, and please don't block me. I find I don't drive. So if you guys give me a car, can you add a chauffeur too? Pink Cadillac Escalade. I don't know why. I just thought light pink, not neon. I'd die for neon. Good Lord. Anyway, feel free to have it pulled up here. But the other thing I'm going to share, and I think Raymond is really going to appreciate this one, is Lyft and Uber drivers are great counselors. They're usually not very talkative. Most of the time, they have their headphones on and you don't know it. Okay? And you can just say, be nice, be respectful to everyone always, but you can talk about anything, and I frequently do. Can you imagine riding in a lift with me? Seriously. I'm like, hi. Hi, I'm Cher. My life's mission is to promote peace and love. I'm pretty sure most of the people I get in a vehicle with, their first thought is, "Oh my goodness, what, who has gotten in my car?" Oh, so you were a driver for 8 years. So Iris, you get it, don't you? Have you ever had that person like me that gets in the car and talks about everything and nothing? And then when you get out, when they get out of your car, you feel emotionally drained, and that person is like hopping, doing the bunny hop to their house. Sorry, Lord. Sorry, world. Cowboy, but it's true though. I know. Iris, that does not surprise me. Oh, that's cool. You can drive the pink Cadillac. Hi, Q. Iris, you're a driver too. Wow. Yeah, spread the joy. You okay? And I saw that there's a thing on YouTube, right? Or somewhere in the world. It's full circle, Iris. Somewhere in the world, it talks about the psychic cow driver, right? And for the longest time, I was really bummed. I was like, "Good Lord, why didn't I think of that?" But I am actually, this will make you laugh. God has a sense of humor. I technically am like the psychic bartender. I frequently serve people alcohol and read their cards. And in my little part-time job. So that's kind of funny. You guys are making me laugh and cry at the same time. Isn't life good? Doesn't it feel good to laugh and make jokes about yourself and be your authentic self and not apologize for who you are in any way, shape, or form. I mean, guys, uh, no, you haven't missed anything, Chandra. We're just talking about awakening and energy and vibration and yeah, passion for living. It feels good to have that passionate feel. Are you the person that just sits somewhere zoned out and that gets up at 10 o'clock and goes to bed because they're supposed to? Where in that is the living? Yeah, elevation, elevate the mood, elevate the vibration, elevate yourself. In this process, I'll tell you what happens is when you're lifting others, shifting consciousness is absolutely right. It is going to get recorded and uploaded. There's so many things that we can do on a day-to-day basis. And if we get stuck, and sometimes you do, one of the things I'm learning is you got to move whatever you do, if you go back to bed, yes, communion with community. I love it. Raymond's on fire tonight. If you go back to bed, get some rest, get up and start all over. You're not a bad person for needing rest. You're not a bad person for needing a moment of peace in your life or quiet. You're not a bad person for making judgments. We all make judgments. The thing about the higher path or the walking in the light is when you're not doing that, you just make the judgment and go on with your life. But when you're walking in the higher power, in the higher purpose, you make the judgment and you go, that really wasn't nice of me or fair of me. And you know what that is. That's the Holy Spirit convicting you and saying, do you want to be so low vibrational that you need to talk about somebody else to make yourself feel better? Do you want to live in that vibration? I think not. I think not. I don't want to live in that vibration. And I certainly hope you don't want to live in that vibration. Like, God is good all the time. I still remember when I was a little girl. And yes, just because I'm spiritual does not mean I'm not religious. I am religious. I know the Bible. I've been baptized. My kids were baptized. I pray some of the most profound prayers I have ever said in my life. God has answered them, and I wanted to kiss the ground. He walked on. Certainly heartfelt. I'm not doing readings, but if you have a question about my anything, feel free. Um, and here's the thing. Uh, I've survived a lot of things. Okay, so I got to transition a minute. So back to the ink contest. So last year, March of 2024, I agree with that. March of 2024, my world literally burnt to the ground. Not a fire, but I lost everything, and my world and nothing left but ashes. Which technically, if that's really not the truth. I had a blanket, the clothes on my back, a pack of tarot cards that someone threw at me, and a personal device someone threw at me. So I was having a really good day. All right. And I was homeless in downtown Denver. And when I say I got faith, when I had to come to Jesus meeting, I had to come to Jesus meeting. And when I lost everything, yeah. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, please contact me tomorrow. I want to read for you. I want to give you a personal reading. Um, when I lost everything, free of charge, just get your questions together. There's no list, but email me tomorrow or text me on the number. That's a text only number. Iris, if you could post it. And I'll get back with you. And Lisa, I've been guided to give you a personal reading. Okay, so back to the ink thing. So I lost everything. There was nothing but ashes left. I was the dead bird, okay? And I was destroyed. And there was a moment when I had a choice between having faith in the Most High, are going back to what I would think was safe. Okay. You're so welcome, Lisa. Light and love, we love you. And I chose faith. Okay. And as a result of choosing faith, I feel like that phoenix. Yeah, I feel like that phoenix rising from the ashes, because I was the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's been, well, this is April, the end of April. Yeah, fixing to start May. So 1 year and 2 months ago, I, I, I was ashes, destroyed, and nothing left. And I couldn't even, my come to Jesus meeting, our spiritual awakening or whatever, lasted for about 2 months, just sitting on a bed, looking at a wall, and asking God, what the hell happened to my life? How did I lose everything? And then I realized I had not lost everything. The one thing that I still had, and we all do, is faith. Faith. No matter what, you have faith. If you're connected with the divine, even if you are burnt down to ashes, I am telling you now, you can rise. Bug bug. I don't know how a phoenix does that. High into the sky with no limitations, but you have to step out on faith. You have to know you're protected and directed, and you have to know that you're loved by the Most High. Okay? If you pick faith when you have nothing else, you will win. And when you're in that journey on your day-to-day basis and you think you've talked to an angel, uh, or you see somebody that's homeless and you give them money because it's the right thing to do, and you don't make a judgment, you don't care if they're going to go in and drink a beer with it or anything else, because that might be the last thing they ever do. And it's not our place to judge. But you do the right thing. Yeah, it's probably an angel. It's probably an angel that you're talking to. And, God puts those people in our life to test us, to test our faith. I think somewhere, don't quote me on this, or I've heard this before, faithful in little, thank you, I just saw that come across, faithful in little, faithful in big. Are you faithful with the little things, with the tiny messages you receive? If you hear, go back and get your cell phone, do you stop? Peace and love, Marilyn. Do you stop and go back and get it? Are you listening to the signs, to the voices? It's not crazy. It's a part of your consciousness and connecting to the higher vibration. Oh my Lord, I feel like I'm on a roll tonight. I apologize to all of you. But this is life. This is how we live it. I hear that song, what is it? This is how we do it, you know? And it is. Get that rhythm, get that dust for living, share peace and love. If I can go to the ashes, cool, nice. I just talked about, Lisa, I just talked about synchronicities coming together in angel numbers. That's so crazy. Wow. Talk about tapped in. And you guys are so crazy. I love it. Have you guys ever seen this? I can't think of his name. He's like a hippie. His name's Mike. He talks like really slow. You guys, he's a reader. You should check him out. Oh, you're welcome, Robin. Always. That's what we do. We're here to vibrationally uplift each other, and share love. And I mean, isn't that what life is about? If you get to the end, and there's nobody, and there's nothing to share it with, and you haven't, I've recently realized that, life is just seriously Ramblin' Mike. Yes, he's great. Check him out. Tell him Sher told you to check him out. He's just I find him funny because he's just so isn't he just so chill? No, Aquarius. I can't imitate him, but I get tickled when I watch him. Thank you, Cowboy. Anyway, so and if you get to the end of living and you're like, okay, this is my whole journey. What do I have? He's funny. Um, what do I have? And there's nothing. There's no relationships, no memories. It's up to you to make a shift in your perspective and the way that you view life. You want to sleep through it? I've done it. I have. I've slept through it. I've drank through it. Ran away from it, all those things. But here's the thing, you don't have to. You can simply embrace where you are right now in this minute. Embrace life, embrace love, accept the gifts you've been given, and share them with the world. Wow, this has been quite the intense session. When I sit down here tonight, I did not have a clue what we were going to talk about. And it just this feels like a good session. And I love you guys. Yeah. And I'm going to close it off here. But guys, thank you so much. It's beautiful energy, beautiful uplifting support while you're out in the world. What do we do? My hair is itching. Sorry. Go and share some peace and love. All right, guys. Good night.